These are Corefix fixings. These are ideal for fixing to dot and dabbed walls. If you're not familiar with a dot and dabbed wall, it's where plasterboard is stuck to a solid wall using dabs of drywall adhesive. A lot of people struggle fixing to such walls, and they often try using plasterboard fixings, which is not the best fixing for a dot and dabbed wall. You are much better off fixing to the wall behind. These enable you to do that. This is the Corefix 100. So you get a plastic plug like that. You then get the metal insert that you knock in there, and then you get the screw that goes into that. You can also get the extended version. The plug on this is actually the same length. The metal insert is the same length, but it comes with a longer screw. So the bottom one is the Corefix 120 and the top one is the Corefix 100. Basically, the Corefix 100 is used for fixing anything to the wall that is up to 10mm thick, and the Corefix 120 will fix anything to the wall that is up to 30mm thick. I've used the Corefix 100 for fixing a lot of items to dot and dab walls, and they have worked extremely well every time I have used them. The first thing we're going to do is drill a hole, and that is going to be 100mm deep, 10mm in diameter, and to make it easy we're going to use a SDS drill. Once we've drilled a hole, we can then knock in the plug until that is flush with the surface. We can then knock in the metal insert, and that is now ready for the screw to go in there. So normally I would always start off by doing one hole first, getting the screw in, getting the item level, and then drilling the other fixing holes. I'm now loosening the screw to rotate the shelf out of the way. According to the manufacturers, if you use 4 of these fixings in a solid wall, they can hold up to 100 kilos. And if you're using these in a aerated concrete wall, they can hold up to 75 kilograms for 4 fixings. I'm drilling all holes 10mm diameter and 100mm deep. Knock in the Corefix plugs. Knock in the metal inserts.
Scrape the wall with fucking hoover.
Then tighten all 3 screws. Once we've done that, you can see that we've got the shelf fixed to the wall, and that is very solid. In this example, I'm fitting a kitchen and I need to space the base units away from the wall by 50mm. So I'm fixing a piece of 3x2 to the wall. At the left hand side is a temporary support which will be removed later. I've drilled the timber using a 6mm diameter drill bit, making sure to avoid any pipes or cables. I'm going to get one Corefix fixing in position to hold the timber to the wall. I can now spot through all of the holes in the timber. This will then leave a hole in the plasterboard where the Corefix fixing needs to be. The maximum depth of thickness for the Corefix 120 is 30mm, so I'm using a larger diameter drill bit to counterbore the holes. In all these examples I have checked the wall to ensure there are no pipes or cables buried in the wall, etc. Again, these are 10mm diameter and 100mm deep. Knock in the Corefix plugs. Knock in the metal inserts. I'd just like to point out that I'm not affiliated in any way with Corefix. Simply doing this demonstration to help people out who need to fix to dot and dabbed walls. Now the timber is fixed to the wall, I can remove the temporary support. I'd like to thank you for watching the video. If you found it useful and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel.